Shalom, Chavarim. As the world continues on a self-destructive path, let us pray and learn. Pray for workers in his harvest. Chapter 10 of Matthew. And he called on his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits, that they may cast them out and to heal every affliction and disease. When it says every, I think it means every affliction and disease. Now, of the 12 shlichim, their names are these. So let's look at 101. Shlichim, sent ones. Adam was sent forth from Gan Eden, the Garden of Eden. The disciples were sent forth to bring souls into the kingdom. A modernized view of an apostle is one who establishes congregations, but a shaliach is one who is called to go out and preach the truth. So Yeshua gave us authority as descendants of the 12 shlichim. The first is Shimon, who is called Kepha, and Andreas, his brother, and Yaakov, the son of Zadi, and Yochanan, his brother, and Philippos, and Nathaniel Bartolome, and Tuma, and Mattai, the tax collector, and Yaakov bar Kalpai, and Lewi, who is called Tadi, and Shimon the Canaanite, and Yehuda Scariota, Judas Iscariot, he that betrayed him. 102. Bartholomew is the last name or family name of Nathaniel, whose first name is recorded in John. His Aramaic name is Bar Tulmei, the son of Tulmei. Therefore, his full name is Nathaniel Bar Tulmei. So when you say Bartholomew, you are saying son of Tulmei. Verse 5. Yeshua sent these 12 and commanded them and said, do not go by the way of the heathen Gentiles, and do not enter the cities of the Samaritans. 103. As in Matthew 2:23, this is another singular plural confusion. Medintha, city, is a word that looks the same both in singular and plural form. We know it is incorrect that Greek reads, do not go into the city of the Samaritans, as there was more than one Samaritan city. Most translations add the word any in an attempt to correct this error. So let's look at that word. Medinta. Okay, so this word here, vilamdinta, and deshamariya. So that's Samaritan, and that is Medinta. Okay, verse 6. But you go rather to the sheep that are lost from the house of Israel. Go to the Israelite first, 104. Jeremiah 56. Compare Isaiah 42, 1-6, 49, 6, 63, Jeremiah 16, 19, Hosea 8, 8, Micah 5, 8, Matthew 15, 24. There is little doubt that the light of Mashiach was to be presented to the Gentiles by way of the Jewish nation, which is now under siege these days. Mashiach, Yeshua, did not go to the Gentiles. Therefore, it is imperative for non-Jewish people to comprehend the roots and origin of Mashiach and the renewed covenant according to Torah and the original Hebrew and Aramaic languages. Counterfeit theologies can easily displace the truth if a person does not access the words of Yeshua in their original context. See Assemblies and Appendix. So how many people do not access the words of Yeshua in their original context or read these footnotes? Okay. Verse 7, And when you go, preach and say that the kingdom of heaven is near. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, cast out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. Do not accumulate gold, nor silver, nor brass in your purses, or a toilet seat made of dollar bills, nor a wallet for the road, nor 2 coats, nor shoes, nor staff. A worker is worthy of his food. And into whatever city or village that you enter, you ask who is worthy in it, and there stay until you depart. And when you enter into a house, ask its peace for that house. And if the house is worthy, your peace will come upon it. But if it is not worthy, your peace will return upon you. And whoever does not receive you and does not hear your words, when you depart from the house or from that village, shake off the dust from your feet. And truly I say to you that to the land of Sodom and Amorah, it will be more tranquil in the day of judgment than for that city. That's scary. It's something to listen to. Behold, I send you as lambs among wolves. Boy, is that true these days, looking at those protests around the world. Therefore, be wise as serpents. Oh boy, and harmless as doves. Harmless, wow, non-violent, like Gandhi and Martin Luther King. And beware of the sons of men, for they will deliver you to the house of judgment, and in their assemblies they will scourge you. You know, look what's happening with Donald Trump, the house of judgment. And they will take you before kings and governors for my sake, for a testimony of them and of the Gentiles. And whenever they deliver you up, do not be concerned how or what you will say, for in that hour it will be given to you what you should say. For it will not be you speaking, rather the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. Do not worry what to say. The Ruach of Yahweh will speak through you. Ruach HaKodesh. And brother will deliver his brother to death, and a father his son, and children will rise up against their parents and kill them. And you will be hated by all men because of my name, but whoever that endures until the end, he will live. Family will rise up against each other. We have seen that in the COVID, the way families were torn apart by different belief systems. Deep lost have been my people. Their shepherds have led them astray on the mountains. They have turned them away from mountain to hill. They have gone. They have forgotten their resting place. Behold, my servant whom I uphold, in my chosen one, in whom delights my soul. I have put my spirit upon him. Spirit is ruchi, my spirit, ruach. Justice, mishpat, to the Gentiles he will bring forth. Not he will cry out, nor raise his voice, nor cause to be heard in the street his voice. A reed bruised not he will break, and flax smoking not he will quench. For truth he will bring forth justice. Not he will fail nor be discouraged till he has established in the earth justice, and for his law the coastlands shall wait. Thus says El, Yahweh, who created the heavens, Hashemayim, and stretched them out, who spread forth the earth, Haaretz, and that which comes from it, who gives breath to the people on it, and spirit to those who walk on it. I, Yahweh, have called you in righteousness and will hold your hand, and I will keep you and give you as a covenant to the people, as a light to the Gentiles. Isaiah 49:6. And indeed, he says, it is too small a thing that you should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and the preserved ones of Israel, to restore and I will give you as a light to the Gentiles, that you should be my salvation, Yeshuati, my salvation. To the ends of the earth. And shall come the Gentiles to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising. How poetic. Jeremiah 16:19. Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. To you the Gentiles shall come from the ends of the earth and say, surely lies have inherited our fathers, worthless and unprofitable things. Is swallowed up Yisrael, now they are among the Gentiles, like a vessel is no pleasure in which. Micah 5:8, starting at 7. And there shall be the remnant of Jacob, Yaakov, in the midst of peoples many, like dew from Yahweh, like showers on the grass, that no tarry for man, nor wait for the sons of men. This is the description of the remnant. And shall be the remnant of Yaakov among the Gentiles in the midst of peoples many, like a lion among the beasts of the forest, like a young lion among flocks of sheep, who if he passes through and both treads down and tears in pieces, and none can deliver. Matthew 10, verse 23. But when they persecute you in this city, you flee to another. For truly I say to you that you will not complete all the cities of the house of Yisrael until the Son of Man will come. All the cities of Israel before Yeshua returns. There is no disciple that is greater than his master, nor a servant his master. It is sufficient for a disciple to be like his master and a servant like his master. If the master of the house they call Beelzebub, how much more the sons of the house? Therefore do not have fear of them, for there is not anything that is covered that will not be revealed, and that is hidden that will not be known. We're seeing this happen in modern days. All the secrets are being uncovered. What I say to you in darkness, you say it in the light. And what you hear with your ears, you preach upon the rooftops, and do not have fear of those who kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. Rather have fear more so of him who is able to destroy the soul and body in Gehenna. So this word fear, 106, the fear of Yahweh is one of the 7 spirits of Yahweh, Isaiah 11:2 and 3. Yeshua juxtaposes the fear of man, religion, with the fear of Elohim, truth. When the fear of Yahweh becomes theologically changed into reverence, the authority of men in ministry, reverends, began to command fear up unto themselves, and that is intended solely unto the Most High. The fear of Yahweh empowers Yeshua's followers to uphold the word of Yahweh, regardless of its consequences. See Romans 3:18, 2, 2 Corinthians 5:11, 7:1, Ephesians 5:21, and Revelation 15:4. Okay, let's look at Isaiah 11. And there shall come forth a rod, Hoder, spring from the stem, shoot the stem of Jesse, Ishai, father of David. And there shall come forth a rod from the stem of Jesse, Ishai, and a branch out of his roots, a branch, Venetzer. It's the only place. And a branch out of his roots shall grow, and shall rest upon him the Ruach of Yahweh, Ruach of wisdom and understanding, Ruach of counsel and might, Ruach of knowledge and of the fear of Yahweh. And fear is Yareh. And his delight is in the fear of Yahweh, and not by the sight of his eyes. He shall judge, nor by the hearing of his ears decide. But he shall judge with righteousness the poor, and decide with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall strike the earth with the rod of his mouth. Mouth is pay. And with the breath, Ruach again, of his lips, he shall slay the wicked. Verse 29, are not 2 sparrows sold for a penny, and not one of them falls to earth without your Father? I'm thinking of Rocky. But of you, even all the hairs of your head are numbered. It's a few 100,000 hairs on people who have them. Therefore, do not be afraid. You are more important than many sparrows, my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before the sons of men, I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven. Do not think that I have come to bring calm on earth. I have not come to bring calm, rather a sword. Whoever denies or confesses. For I have come to divide a man from his father, and a girl from her mother, and a daughter-in-law from her mother-in-law. Well, that really came true. And the adversaries of a man will be his household. 107. Micah 7:6. Her son dishonors father, daughter rises against her mother, daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Enemies are of a man, the men of his own household. So all these words of Yeshua are scripturally based. Verse 37, whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And anyone that does not take up his staff and come and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds his soul will lose it, and whoever loses his soul for my sake will find it. Take up your staff and follow means to exercise your personal authority. A staff is a symbol of authority that is used for mobility and protection. See Bamidbar, or Numbers 17, 1 through 10, or 17, 16 through 25 in Jewish versions. Christian versions insert cross here, which does not appear in either Aramaic or Greek text. See Paul, the standard in appendix. So let's look at Numbers 17. Aaron's staff. And spoke Yahweh to Moses, saying, speak to the sons of Israel, the children of Israel, and get from them a staff, a rod from each house, fathers. All their leaders according to houses of their father, 2 10 rods, 12 rods, of each man name write on his rod, and name of Aaron you shall write on the rod, Levi. For there shall be 1 rod for the head of house, each father. And you shall place them in the tabernacle of meeting before the testimony where I meet with you there. And it shall be the man whom I choose, in that the rod will blossom. Thus I will rid myself of the complaints of the sons of Israel, which they make against you. So spoke Moses to the sons of Israel, and gave him each of their leaders a rod for leader, one apiece, one for leader according to houses, their fathers, 2 and 10 rods, and the rod of Aaron was among their rods. Verse 40, whoever accepts you accepts me, and whoever that accepts me whom I send accepts him. Whoever accepts a prophet in the name of a prophet, a reward of a prophet will he receive. And whoever accepts a righteous man in the name of a righteous man, a reward of a righteous man will receive. And anyone who gives only a cup of cold water to drink to one of these little ones in the name of a disciple, truly I say to you that he will not lose his reward.